insane? Is it possible? Still I ask myself, are we in our game? It's not logical, but you contemplate, are we am I?
Yes. 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 We are back. Saturdays are back. We're back. I'm back, but I wouldn't be back if you weren't here with me. Just wouldn't be right. Wouldn't be the same. So I'm glad to see you once again for another ridiculous, up and down, unpredictable season in the NHL. In this, the Blue Room. Watching a little Leafs hockey. Tonight, Leafs, Red Wings in Detroit, or as the great Bob Cole called it, Detroit. Thank you to Wes Richard for the 10 STPN VIP memberships. We'll be talking about that in a bit. Hi, Steve. Why is Eiserman still employed? He stank. Someone's been listening to the show. Listen, welcome to the STPN YouTube channel. My name is Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. These streams are brought to you by Ballybet Sportsbook and Casino. We got odds. Where are they? Are they? Am I looking the right way? I think they're over here, right? Here we go. Look how good I'm looking at it. I'm looking right at it. The Leafs are the favorites in this one, minus 143. The Detroit Red Wings are the Cam Stewart special home dogs. Underdogs at home, plus 118. If you're interested in all that. Drew, how about goals? And there's a link in the description, by the way, if you want to get in on the action. Ballybet Sportsbook and Casino. Here we go. Matthews plus 110. Nylander plus 148. Tavares plus 195. I kind of like that. He usually does pretty well against Detroit. Nyes 205. McMahon 350. Michelli 410. Sneaky. Sneaky. And of course, we have the Dangle angle tonight. It is bet boosted to 1680. That is a Leafs win combined with Riley over 2.5 shots and Nyes anytime goal. Hippie Nerd says, what a Saturday night. It is indeed. Happy Thanksgiving to those of you north of the border. Kathy Lawson, thank you for the 5 SDPN memberships and glad to have the game streams back, says Death Eater. So, what are the memberships? They allow you to become an STP VIP. And I'll tell you about that in a minute. We got the lineups on the screen. My bad. Same lineup, exact same lineup as the first game. Nyes, Matthews, Michelli, McMahon, Tavares, Nylander, Domi, Settering, Dakota Joshua, and Nick Robertson. Fourth line, Nick Waugh, Steven Lorentz, and of course, Kelly Yarncroke. Red Wings, they got yelled at by their coach. Finney, Larkin, Raymond, DeBrincat, Casper, Kane, Kopp, Comfer. I like that rookie, Branson Newgard. He's a guy to look for tonight. Be careful with him. I don't know if it's Branson, Newgard, Nygaard. I don't know. The one constant with Swedish names is you are saying them wrong. Oh, you think you're doing well? You're not. Guaranteed. Corrupted. Steve, welcome back. We also went through the same thing a day later with our dog. Your video helped us too. Well, I'm glad to hear it helped. Can't wait for the Leaf season. Go Leafs, go. And more importantly, go Abs. What? Do not go Avs. Nah, they're fine. Drinking Cuba Libres and watching the Leafs hockey with Steve. Going to be a good night, says Wes Richard. I don't even know what that is. It sounds delicious, though. Emo Jalapeno send 5 SDPN memberships. And Windwalker, Connor McDavid's contract. He's the first player in NHL history to sign his team to a prove-it deal. That's funny. That is funny. So, SDP VIP. We took the summer off and didn't make any episodes of the Steve Dangle podcast. Wrong! If you were a VIP, we uploaded a weekly episode all throughout August. What does becoming a VIP get you? Well, in this chat, it gets your name in green so I can see that you're a VIP. I know that you're a VIP. Gets you special access to all our goofy little emojis. But more importantly, it gets you access to our weekly SDP VIP episode. We do 3 episodes of the Steve Dangle podcast every week, unless you are a VIP then you get the VIP episode as well. You can also bump up to the ad-free tier, SDP VIP ad-free, where you get all episodes of the Steve Dangle podcast ad-free and also an hour before anyone else on YouTube. MDD, Steve, sorry for the loss of your beloved family pet. Me too. He's right there, though. That's him in wood, and I'm holding him right there, a little stuffy. Leafs going to make Lalonde smile. Mo first goal. That's right. Lalonde, behind the Leafs bench, was head coach of the Red Wings until getting fired last season. Now he joins the Leafs as an assistant coach, I believe, managing the penalty kill. Corrupted sent one SDPN membership. Gracias. Grazie. 23 Plaster. Hey, Steve. Hi. Could you at some point recommend the best way to watch the game? I have Sportsnet Plus and still get a few blacked out games due to living in Quebec. Also, let's go Leafs. I'm lucky and spoiled because I live here, right? Like I live just outside of Toronto. I'm watching it right now on Bell Fibe on my computer because I switched this summer and it is dumb fast. Jay Sizzles sent 5 SDPN memberships. So did James Stemler. Seeing a lot of familiar names. Corrupted memory test 5 gifted. If you still know my name, Kyle. Buddy. I forget everyone's name. So I'm very proud that I remembered that. I never forget a face. Ever, ever, ever. Always forget a name. JH, I love that you have a stuffy of you and your dog. Me too. Me too. I got a shipment of like 10 to my house that we had ordered so long ago. And I think he died a week later. It was very depressing. Haven't even given them to like everyone. Like Drew, do you even have yours yet? Producer Drew behind the scenes, by the way. You're stuffy of me and Iggy. No? I thought you were supposed to get one. I don't know. There was a list of people who were supposed to get them. Maybe you weren't on the list. Maybe you're not cool. You'd be voodoo doll poking it all day? That's valid. That's valid. Day of the Leafs versus Avalanche. Ah, jeez. KX Stool. Welcome to SDP VIP. So, Leafs, Red Wings in Detroit. I'm going to clap when they drop the puck. And hopefully, we're a little more in sync this year. We're going to, as you can tell by the graphics on the screen, we're trying some things that we have not previously done. Jesse kind of spearheaded this with the J streams. Adam obviously did his stream a few days ago. This is my first kick at the can. Stolars in net for the Leafs. Talbot in net for the Red Wings. No, Drew, this is a misconception. I love these Red Wings jerseys. I just think the brown gloves, it's not even a Detroit thing. Every team, when they want to be like, what we're doing is old, they make their gloves brown. And I'm like, these jerseys are 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. The C is weird. I'm not in love with the weird brown triangle. But to me, they're 10 out of 10. Puck is dropped. Nice. Throwing the body already. Oh, I thought I read that, Kyle. My bad. Matthews with it along the half wall. SDPN YouTube channel. Welcome to our Saturday night stream brought to you by Ballybet Sportsbook and Casino. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Detroit gets out of their own zone. Rookie Emmett Finney chasing Chris Tanev, steals the puck. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Feeds the point. Across. In front. Traffic. McCabe gets out of his zone to Nylander. Nylander, a battle in the corner. McMahon behind the net for Tavares, who misses it. Carlo pinches. It works. Carlo keeps it alive. Uh-oh, he might be caught now. It's a partial 2-on-1 for the Red Wings. Here they come. They shoot. Stopped by Stoller's a rebound. And he stops that too. Oh, baby. Tavares. And the Leafs try to calm things down a little bit. Riley finds Robertson in the offensive zone. Robertson with a nice hit. I'm still waiting for Dakota Joshua to arrive on the Leafs. Offensively, physically, whatever it needs to be. Robertson off the glass. I thought he put that out of play. And another partial 2-on-1. Casper. He fires that wide. Domi gets it off Patrick Kane, his former line mate. Ekman Larson gains center and dumps it. Hi, Steve. Glad to be back. Kevin, I don't know who those people are. Are they Swedish hockey players? Regardless, thank you very much for the, is that 20 kroner? Ty Smith, welcome to SDP VIP. Morgan Price for Iggy. We love you, Steve. Go Leafs, go. Thank you. A 63 Leafs Stanley Cup champion sports collage in honor of your victory puppy will be on its way before the end of the season, Steve. All the best, bud. MDD got your last collage in the office. Thank you. Shots 3-0 for the Red Wings. Offensive zone draw. Red Wings win it, but cough it up. Lorenz feeds the point. Tanev on traffic. Shot. Scores. Is that Nick Waugh or Kalle Järnkrok again? The Leafs score a minute into their first one. And not even 3 minutes into game two, they're up 1-0. There's no way that was Kalle Järnkrok's second of the season already. Nick Waugh forces the turnover. Lorenz feeds Tanev on. Hey, I don't know if that was Waugh. You know what? I think Järnkrok stole one from Waugh. That was going in. Doesn't matter. 1-0 Leafs early. They dump it from center ice. Your guy Brazeau has the dad strength now. Does he, Cassie? I didn't know that. And also, welcome back. Detroit attacking through the neutral zone. Nyes in pursuit of Lucas Raymond. Raymond across to Sherratt. Sherratt wide. Järnkrok's goal on the broadcast. We'll see if that's changed later. I believe that would be Nick Waugh's first point as a Leaf. Michelli getting his first in game one. Nice. Slowing him down a bit. Oh, rebound! Oh, baby. Carlo might have saved a goal there. Sherratt across. Sider. Sherratt. Sherratt shoots. Stopped. Stoller sharp early. Matthews collects it. Gets out of the Leaf zone. Loses it. Gets it back. As the Leafs change. Sneaky nice play from Matthews. The older he gets, the better he gets at the little things. Wes Richard for Iggy, the most victorious of puppies and the goodest of boys. Thank you, Wes. Comfer around, collected by Nylander, up to McMahon. Tavares loses it in the neutral zone, gets it back. Benoit off the boards. Nylander can't handle it. McMahon throwing the body, though, creates a turnover temporarily. That's what he needs to do to stay in the top six. We know McMahon can shoot. Oh, in front, Detroit Shoots just wide. Oh, Kevin, not coming to Sweden anytime soon, but if the Leafs are playing there, I'm going to try to get back. West Richard, 5 SDPN memberships. Gracias. Hey, Steve. This is from Sammy, longtime viewer. Sorry for your family loss. We're just chilling with your plushie. Go Leafs, go. Thank you. So the odds have been updated on Bally Sportsbook. Bally Bet Sportsbook, apologies. Toronto's now minus 278. Detroit is a plus 220. If you're into betting the home dogs. At this rate, you need a Cali Yarncroak rookie card. You know what? I might have one. I should go look. Domi tries to feed it behind him, gets it back, feeds the point. Carlo, Domi. Domi cross ice to Riley. Riley on! That goes wide. Domi. That's a confident pass across to Riley. Sorry, I got like hiccups and gas because I went to my parents for Thanksgiving dinner before this. And I ate a lot. Pass off target, is that icing? Ref says no. Leafs, only one shot on goal. A lot of ozone time, though. Stoller's out of his net to play it. God, he's big. Nice pass to Lawrence, who is hit hard, and he's going straight to the bench. I believe that was a plan change anyway. Wow, that could have been a lot worse than it was. Who was that? What was the number on that truck? Was that Sherratt? Nice. Michelli. Shot! Gloved by Talbot off a Matthews one-timer. Kelly Yarncroak, 2 goals in 2 games. LMAO. If Yarncroak wins the Richard, Swedish flag tattoo. Yes, I will do that. I will tattoo the Swedish flag on my body. If Callie Yarncroak wins the Maurice Rocket Richard Trophy. Can you imagine a guy with 120 goal season? Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Cassie. Oh, I mentioned it the other night during Adam's stream, but I'll be a bit more scarce this season because I'm probably getting surgery at the end of the year or beginning of next year. Here's to a good season and good vibes. And good vibes and a good season to you, Cassie. I know this chat loves you. We're all part of the Cassie clan. And we wish you nothing but the best. And you know what's the best? Man, I wish my mom had this on the table at Thanksgiving dinner. Speedy V. Costco gravy is the world's best gravy. Speedy V was with us all last season. You go way back, Speedy V. Speedy V. You might even go back to our days at Sportsnet. NovaCon, at least get a Vorm chocolate tattoo. That might be even better. West Richard, a bunch of rockets. Your guys' new score bug looks great. Drew, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's all Jesse, right? The new graphics package. It's Jesse and you. Drew didn't like that. Valid. I understand. 1,200 people in here. Offensive zone draw for the Leafs. That was a commercial break. Maybe should have said that. Puck is dropped. Offensive zone win. Michelli helps get it to McCabe. Michelli at the point. On! Finds Matthews, but it bounces away from him. Oh, turnover. Yeah, offside. That's all right. I saw what they were going for. That's fine. 13:28 to go in the first period. Hey, Steve, can we get a bird fact / story? Oh. Yeah. The other day I saw a hairy woodpecker, and that's what they're called. and my Merlin app glitched, so I couldn't record it, and then I couldn't get the bird to make a sound again, and so I wasn't able to record the hairy woodpecker. Puck is dropped. Matthias Michelli with the winger win just outside of the Red Wings zone. Tanev dumps it in. Sherratt. Oh, I'm sure the hairy woodpecker was a bird, Drew. How was your summer, Drew? Do you see a hairy pecker? Red Wings in front. Nice. Helps get it out of the zone. Red Wings come right back. Michelli, that's got to be a high stick, and it is. 12:49 to go in the first period. I noticed Drew didn't answer my question. Valid. I understand. Hey, Steve, are you guys planning any live shows at the end of November, early December? Yes. We do have one in November. I don't know if we've announced it, though. Do we have one in December? I feel like we do. It's tricky because this is that time of year where we have a lot of dates that are in our calendar as held, but not necessarily confirmed. Red Wings at the Leafs blue line. Handed off the cup. Deflected. Wide. Leafs have gotten some breaks in front tonight. Tavares, Nylander, out. McMahon in pursuit. That won't. It is enough for icing. 12-10 to go in the first. Yarncroak means iron hook, so maybe a piercing. I'd rather get the tattoo. I've had a tattoo. I know I can handle a tattoo. A piercing, I don't know, man. Cassie, it's likely a labral tear from your dog. You know what? I'm almost positive Charlie did that to me. He hurt my shoulder bad. And did I get it fixed? No, because I'm a stupid boy. Red Wings at the blue line. On! Stopped by Stolers. That was in midair and swatted away by Carlo. Johansson at the point. Leafs dump it. That won't be enough for icing. If you go to our website's events page, you'll see an event in November that I don't think we've announced, but it's there. So if you go to the website, I can't get in trouble. Oshawa. We're going to be in Oshawa. Max Domi gains the zone. Behind the net. To the point. Benoit. High and wide. I wanted to practice my excited voice. Dakota Joshua hands it off to Ekman Larson, who dumps it. Robertson in pursuit. Oh, Red Wings. Their passing is not clean. Robertson stopped by Talbot. Good pass from Waugh to Robertson. Good read from the both of them. Lorentz around. Tanev. Waugh behind the net. Lorentz. Waugh. Yarncroak almost had number 3. That's crazy. You can only hope to contain him. Calle Yarncroak. 10:36 to go in the first. Kyle should put up with the 401 and come to London again. We're talking about it. Blue-white flame. Good luck to the Blue Jays in the ALCS, Steve. Don't underestimate the Mariners. I will not. Kyle, 10 gifted subs for a Joshua fight or goal. All right. Leafs lose that draw. Michelli helps create a turnover. Nice. In front. Talbot directs it wide because Michelli was right there. Good work from Carlo in the neutral zone, but here comes Lucas Raymond cutting across the middle. Hands it off. Stopped. Nice. Good work defensively off the glass and out. I think Stolars is upset about his mask. Looks like he's okay, though. Did Steve just call me Kyle? Yeah, I did. I'm sorry, Wes. Sorry, my bad. Offside against the Red Wings. 10-second show and tell. Not yet, but a good idea. Hawks. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this thing. Welcome back, Hawks. We're at commercial break. Steve Dangle here on the STPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends we're back. Saturdays here streaming on the STPN YouTube channel. Hey, what are you doing next weekend? Wrong! I know what you're doing next weekend. In the description, you can find a link to get tickets to the Roundhouse, the Rec Room Roundhouse. Adam Wilde, are you watching? We're going to be doing a live show at the Rec Room on Saturday, a week today. So there will be no stream that night. I believe I'll be streaming the Thursday Rangers game instead. There. Now I've told you. You have lots of time to prepare. But we're going to be doing a live show at the Rec Room. We love the Rec Room. Please get some tickets. Please come and say hi. Have a good time. Eat some food. Fill your face. Shake some hands. And enjoy the night with your pals at SDPN. Oh, yeah. And Drew says, see if you can beat me in the hardest punch competition. He's making fun of me because you ever see those videos where someone just misses? Yeah, Hayden whiffed entirely, but maybe you had already left, Drew, but I ended up doing it too. I was like, oh, I'm gonna do one last one, and I got a piece of it, and I ended up with like 100 and something. Felt bad. Rainer, welcome to STP VIP. Randy said SDPN and crew needs to come to Cambridge. Maybe 100 gifted subs if Yarn Croak scores a Hattie. You're playing a dangerous game, Kevin. And Eric, everybody like and subscribe. Absolutely. 321 likes. Garbage. Someone said, Steve at Moet, do you know that they have a picture of you hanging up on the wall? I did know that. Icing against the Leafs. You know what's really unfortunate about that? They were going to have an assembly, like honoring me and a bunch of other alumni. And that assembly was scheduled for April 2020. They never rescheduled it, so I didn't get that. Leafs win the draw in their own zone. But Red Wings come up with it. On, deflected off the post. Oh! Ah! Stolars! With the inside of his blocker. Sorry, I know that wasn't very descriptive. Kane tries to go off of the butt of Stolars and in. Doesn't work. OEL. McMahon. McMahon can't get it out. McMahon can't get it out. DeBrincat. Stop by Stolars. What a save. McMahon's got to get that out. Has to get that out. Nylander dumps his man. Is that going to be a call? Red Wings in the slot. Shot stopped by Stolars. A little bit of rough stuff after the whistle. Steven Lorentz has gone to the room, by the way. Does Primo start on Monday? Feels like Cowan will. I think Cowan, yes. Primo, I'm less sure. For the bestest victory, puppy. Thank you, Denise. Kyle says I'll go in with West for Joshua goals fights equals sub. Like that. I ask Justin every year if his SDPN blog is coming. Should we do Drew's anti-fat guy corner? That'd be funny. Red Wings in front. Leafs come out with it. Joshua up for Robertson, a little out of his reach. Talbot has to whack it wide. Shots 8-4 for the Red Wings. Joshua uses his body to knock down his man and get the puck. Robertson for Joshua. Joshua to the point. McCabe around. Domi can't find Robertson. And here come the Red Wings. Good back check from Robertson. Good defensive work from Robertson. That was excellent. Simple plays like that are going to keep him in the lineup. That was great. Thank you, Rayner. Why couldn't Zach play hockey after surgery? He was high, man. Oh, you're awful. Welcome back, Emo Jalapeno. And Robert Bett, love to see you back in Kingston. Buddy, me too. I think we're working on that. Nylander to the point. On! Goal! Deflected in front. Oh. Yarncroke is on the ice, and no one knows who scored. Was it Wah? Wah should have 2 goals in this game. 7:31 to go in the first. The Leafs make it 2-0, and that broke Wah's stick. Nylander feeds Riley. Riley on. Deflected by Wah. No, that's not a high stick. No way. Really good tip from Nick Wah. I thought it was Yarncroke, and I was about to lose my mind. Leafs 2-0 lead, and that'll be Nick Wah's first goal as a Toronto Maple Leaf. Should be his second. Red Wings gave up 3 goals in their first game against Montreal. And they've already given up 2 here, pointed out by Chris Cuthbert. Riley, another point. Nylander, another point. You love to see it. Carlo avoids getting a call there. Can't quite clear it. Sider on, deflected. Red Wings going for a lot of deflections tonight. Just hasn't worked out for them yet. Red Wings are offside. Matthews with it in his own zone. Wes Richard send 5 SDPN memberships. Gracias. Michelli. Matthews! Did he score? That hit the crossbar for sure. Did it? That might have gone in. It looked like it. Did it just hit the bar so hard it died? Let's see. Oh, so it hit the bar. It spun a lot, right? The amount of time it took to hit the ice was weird. That's what threw me off. Live odds on the screen. If you like betting underdogs at home, Detroit is a plus 460 right now on Ballybet Sportsbook and Casino. It is the beginning of the season. Like, teams blow leads, man, at this time of year. Tonight, I hope they don't. We still need a nice goal, and we need some more Riley shots. Nylander in his own zone. Up the ice. McMahon tips it in deep, and he'll be first on it. Tanev. So that was interesting. Nylander was on the ice for that goal because he was getting an extra shift because Steven Lorentz went to the locker room, if I'm not mistaken. Wes Richard, bunch of Rockets. Marner and Waugh have the same point total after 2. That's really funny. Robertson. Domi. Robertson. Taken down. Call? No call. Really tight whistles tonight. I thought they could have called a few either way. Dakota Joshua. Riley in the neutral zone. Nylander gains the zone. He's out there with the 4th line again. Here come the Red Wings, though, through the neutral zone. Trying to get around the Leafs pair of Riley and Carlo. Carlo. Yarncroke. Yarncroke dumps it in. Exactly 5 minutes to go in the first period. Wah! Benoit Clever little kick. It was probably the right move in the moment. But here come the Red Wings as a result. Wah. Oh, great pass up to Nyes. Breaks. Goes around. Stops up. What hands? Can't center it. Oh, that would have been unreal. Benoit can't stop that. Stoller's out of the net to help him out. 4:30 to go in the first period. Wow, I do not have my mid-season voice yet. Matthews tried to find Michelli, didn't work. And the Red Wings go the other way. Sider jumping up. He's swatted away. Michelli. Nice. Whoa, good passing by the Leafs. Matthews. Michelli. Oh, tricky one for Talbot to handle. Leafs 2 goals on 6 shots here. And I'm not sure what Talbot was supposed to do on either of them. Riley. Good work in the D zone. McMahon, again, a little bit of trouble getting it out. Tavares gets it in deep. Detroit attacking 2-on-2. They have speed. Cop! Stopped by Stolers. Is the Leafs net off? No. Red Wings fans wanted a penalty there, and I think they're going to get it. First call of the game comes near the end of the first. Drew asking a good question. What's the biggest difference between Michelli and Marner so far? I mean, Marner's got to be one of the most versatile skaters in the league. Like, just the way he rocks on his edges, and he can change speeds and direction so deceptively. And Michelli is just, he's a gifted playmaker. He's willing to work, but like, there's no comparison. Like, you know, Matthews and Michelli are still having trouble finding each other. You know, they're looking for each other, vice versa. Nyes is doing really good work in there. There's definitely a little bit of zhuzh, a little bit of je ne sais quoi missing there. I like how hard Michelli works. I do. Like, he's not just some, so far anyway, he's not just some one-dimensional offensive player who you need to protect. You know what I mean? Austin Bayless. It's almost like Yarncroke sitting 98% of last season and playing the playoffs still hurt isn't indicative of his standard of play. You know? Girthy Bettman, Steve, you have to do an SFR as a Sharks truther. I won't rule it out. And Sedin Magic, let's go! Thank you. That's a great point. 3:25 to go in the first period. We got our first power play of the game, and it goes to Detroit. Waugh to take the face-off against Larkin. Puck is dropped. Red Wings win that clean. Sider. Whoa! They go for the early one-timer. Didn't work. Sider, side of the net. Kane. On! Deflected off a body wide. Oh, Larkin. They couldn't find him there. At the side of the net, Tanev finds Waugh, who will rush it out. Takes a weak shot on Talbot. Leafs get a change in. Penalty, a quarter killed. Steve snapping like he's Thanos. I knew someone would point that out. Red Wings behind the Leafs net. Larkin, half wall. To the point, Sider. Watch out for Lucas Raymond, man. He's so filthy. Patrick Kane. Sider. DeBrincat. Ooh, just out of the reach of Kane. Sider. Minute left in this penalty kill for the Leafs. Raymond. Oh! Oh, again, just not quite on target for Kane. Kane on. Nifty move by Larkin, but it goes wide. 45 seconds to go in this kill. Raymond, Sider, Kane in front, deflected, but it's off target. Raymond couldn't identify it right away. Leafs might come out with it here. Benoit, hard around the boards and out and down the ice. 30 seconds to go in this Red Wings power play. You know Derek Lalonde is he's gonna want a perfect penalty kill tonight. Running the Leafs penalty kill against the team that fired him last year. Stressful moments on that bench. 10 minutes, 10 seconds to go in this kill. 10 minutes. God, I hope not. Sandin Pellikka, the rookie. Red Wings on. Stopped by Stolars. And that'll do it for the penalty. Wah flips it out. Carlo out of the box. He's not going on a breakaway. And the Red Wings turn it over. Tanev finds McMahon. Dumps it from center. Nylander. Shirley leads the Leafs in ice time. He's playing double shift here. McMahon flicks it around. Tavares after it. Oh, Nylander kind of quit on the play there because the ref got in the way. Now here come the Red Wings. Let's see if it bites them. It just might. They shoot. Stopped by Stolars. Like, geez, I know he was in your way, but you can't quit on the play like that. McMahon feeds Robertson. Robertson scoops it around. Domi after it. 22 seconds to go in the first. Benoit in his own zone. 15 seconds. Great play from Robertson to Joshua, who fires it wide. Covered up by Talbot, and that'll give us 9.6 seconds for the Leafs to maybe get a chance here. Wes Richard Stoli for Vezina. Man. Like, he's such an unreal goalie. He's so good. I mean, it's just a question of how many games can he play? You know? He's no good. He's no good hurt. Domi on the draw. Matthews collects it. Goes down the ice, though. 5 seconds to go. The Leafs are just going to kill it. And I tell you what, folks, that is a solid first period of hockey. The Leafs outshot 13-8 by Detroit, but outscore the Red Wings 2-0. Calle Yarncroke and Nick Waugh with the goals. And interesting. We talked about needing a DNA change, and the Leafs get 2 goals from their fourth line. Yes, William Nylander was out there for at least one of them because Lorentz went to the locker room. How many games last season did the Leafs get 2 goals from their fourth line? I went to a game last year where Lorentz and Kampf both scored. Kampf was on the second line, filling in because someone was injured. It's not something the Leafs have been able to get pretty much ever over the last, half decade. Kevin Landison, a one has to be erased from existence. Ice cream or shelves? Wow. Shelves. Drew's like, or what? Yeah, Drew's like, ice cream. If shelves disappeared, we wouldn't be able to survive. Yeah, we wouldn't be able to survive that, as a species. You know how many shelves there are? Does a desk count as a shelf? Does a counter count as a shelf? Unfortunately, ice cream's got to go. Michael Baldassi, is this what it's like to have a proper third line? Apparently. I wouldn't know. It's been so long. How doth we feeleth about the team? Looking valorous. I hate you. I mean, they're getting bailed out by their goalie a lot, but they're also making it so that Montreal in the first game and now Detroit in this game, they're just whacking at it and throwing whatever garbage they can on net. And so far, the Leafs have been doing a really good job of steering pucks and players wide. Wes Richard with a great point. Beef! I agree. Stolar's in net is like a warm hug from grandma. It's true. It's true. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. We got the out of town scoreboard for you. Boston is up 1-0 on Buffalo. The Rangers are up 1-0 on Pittsburgh. They actually scored this time. Flyers up 1-0 on the Hurricanes. Devils up 3-0 on the Lightning. Oof, Maroon. 2-0 Caps over the Islanders so far. Panthers up 2-1 on the Sens. Panthers looking to go a perfect 3-0. Leafs, obviously, up 2-0 on Detroit. And Montreal, Chicago, scoreless. Some old school guys get really upset when you say scoreless about a 0-0 game because technically it's not scoreless, it's 0-0. That is the score. I don't care. is that an okay take? I don't give a damn. Click subscribe, tell all your friends. There's over 1,400 people in here and only under 500 likes. That hurts my feelings and it makes me mad. Can I promote something here? I am raising money for Easter Seals. It's a charity that helps out kids with physical disabilities. Drew, do we have a link that we can put in the chat? It would be in my pinned tweet. Yeah, we'll find it and we'll throw it in. Every year I try to raise money for Easter Seals. It's a charity that helped out my sister and it helped out my family when we were younger. They put on these incredible summer camps that are inclusive for kids of all abilities, created positive memories that I still remember. It costs something like $250 to $300 per day per guest. So we're talking about $1,000 a day for a family of 4. My family was one of those families of 4 and we went twice. So donating to Easter Seals is really important to me. We've raised over $500,000 since 2017. We need to keep it going. If you donate any dollar amount to myself or anyone else on my team, that's Rachel's Raiders, you'll be automatically entered for a chance to get a pair of Leafs tickets for Leafs Sens on December 27th, just after Christmas in Toronto. Those were lovingly and generously donated. There it is in the chat. Thank you very much. Those were donated to us by Ron Fox, who has donated tickets to us. I think this is at least his 3rd straight year. Leafs Sens December 27th. Donate any dollar amount, anything, and you're automatically entered. Anything counts. Everything matters. Please help us out. Drew, do you want to throw to a clip? Oh. We have a discussion from yesterday's Steve Dangle podcast. Lane Hudson. What's going on there, Habs fans?
Lane Hudson and the Habs have had to take a break. Now, CJ Show went real deep into this, and we've talked about this now. This is the 3rd episode. And I talk about it because it's a big story, A, but B, I love, like, we could talk about trade potential. We could, like, what top 5 cities we could put him in.
Trades?
No, I'm kidding. One thing that stood out to me about it, though, was CJ said they're not going to 10 million yet with this guy. And that means to me, Lane Hutson's looking for $10 million.
Yes, that's what I get from it as well. I do not understand from either side's perspective where the fire is. He's played one NHL season. I don't know why he has to lock it down right now. Play 2 NHL seasons. The floor. What would Lane Hutson have to do this season for Habs fans to look at a $72 million deal with him and be like, ugh, I don't know about that.
What if he goes from 66 points to 40?
Yeah. Well, this is. I think they'd still be pretty cool with this guy.
Well,
Dobson didn't have 40 points last year.
I know. I had him in fantasy.
Oh yeah.
And
he was such a heartbreaker.
I was
in
so
fantasy
mad.
last
I was
year.
so mad. But I think the fire for the Lane Hutson camp is that 8th year, right?
Okay.
You get the 8th year, and they seem to want a long-term deal. So if you can lock up $80 million, yeah, you probably want to do that.
Of course.
The second part of that is that for the Habs, a little bit of cost certainty there as the cap goes up, because then you have this guy around forever into his prime, well into his prime, and by the time, I mean, if the cap is going up to 115 to 120 million bucks in 2 years, what is it in 8?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Lane Hutson would be a steal in his prime at that. So I do think a long-term deal serves both sides. Although if I were Lane, I wouldn't do that. I would go short-term.
Well, so I guess what I'm saying is, like, I understand that he has him and his camp have a side here.
Mhm.
And the Montreal Canadiens organization has a side here, but it's getting to a bad place, and it really doesn't need to, because there's not urgency there.
Mhm.
Just take a break.
Yep.
Take a step back. Don't let it affect his game. Don't let it affect you and the way you conduct business.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't need to go there. It doesn't need to go there. And he has no leverage. His leverage is he's Lane Hutson. He's an incredibly talented player. He won the Calder last year. But other than that, he's an RFA. Well, he could just sit. He's not sitting. How is he going to get more money sitting? It didn't work for PK. It's not going to work for you.
He's also not going to get more money if he waits till past July 1st next year or past June 30th.
Right.
You got to get that done if you want that 8th year.
Yes. He has nothing here. He has nothing.
Well,
other than going out there and ripping it.
Jesse, the part that stuck out to me was too, like, the family got involved. Mm-hmm. And Jesse and Steve, there's two sets of people that we think should never get involved. The owners should never speak to the media, even though we love it when they do. Mm-hmm. The family should never, ever get involved directly with the team.
No one should know your dad's name.
Well, they should. They're gonna know. No, they're gonna know that. They're not. But like, you shouldn't have a family member on a call.
Yeah, that's why you hire an agent. That is what they are there for.
And so now, the other barrier to getting this deal done are, I don't even know if it's hurt feelings so much as it's annoyance from the Habs. Like, don't act like this. And probably hurt feelings from the Hutson camp in some regard.
But it sounds like, honestly, that, okay, all this goes on. The family gets in the way. They want a bunch of money. Kent Hughes is smart. He's not going to pay him that money. And then they're taking this break. And that's the right thing to do. Mm-hmm. So it sounds like right now they're kind of doing the strategy you want them to do.
Yes.
They're going their separate ways in terms of the negotiation table. We're not going to sit here and argue for this next 6 months. We're going to see how the next little bit plays out, and we'll revisit this when it's an appropriate time, when cooler heads prevail and we have more idea of what Lane Hutson is this season.
Yeah, I know some Habs fans are going to look at me, Leaf fan, Steve Dangle. This is me taking my Leafs hat off. I want this to continue to get worse and toxic and fester. And ideally he gets traded, or maybe just sucks. I think that'd be pretty cool if he just sucked.
Oh, yeah?
No, but taking my Leaf hat off, yeah, let's all be calm, cool-headed adults. Take a break, and we'll figure it out once we've all calmed down.
Yeah, and I think it's an added bonus that Kent Hughes is doing this deal with a bunch of people he worked with for years.
Yeah.
All of these people are his former colleagues from, 3-4 years ago?
Not long.
Yeah.
Not long.
it sounds like they have a good handle on. He has a good handle on how to handle this, in terms of getting this deal done eventually. Is it anytime soon? Who knows? But it sounds like you break away here. You're not in the position where you get to decide, I want a deal before opening day. Like Jack Eichel, like Kyle Connor, like Connor McDavid, all of those guys who signed recently in those deals. Lane Hudson, you don't have that leverage here. And in fact, you have no leverage at all in this deal. You can't be offer sheeted. We have control of you for the next like 6 years
Can't
of your
even
life.
be offer sheet.
Hey, and we
can't be
also have a
offer-sheeted.
25-year-old right shot defenseman who just signed an eight-year extension. So if you do want to sit next year, we'll be okay.
We've set precedents with your position on our team. We know what our internal cap is in terms of what we want to play players in your position. You played one season. There's no leverage here for him to get a deal done. They can't bully Kent Hughes and the Canadians to get this deal done. So Kent Hughes is going to walk away. We're going to come back when you understand that you're not in a position to do anything here, and we'll get a deal done eventually.
Or enjoy the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Yeah.
Crosby for Hudson.
Hudson to Brazeau scores. The Penguins have won the Stanley Cup.
Man, they could
defeating the Leafs in 6.
They can teach next Erik Karlsson how to be Erik Karlsson.
I know they're both in the same conference. Shut up.
This is screaming shorter term, though.
I
right?
think so.
From you guys, I believe that.
But to me, like, if you are actually trying to max out the dollars you make in your career, then sign a shorter term deal. Do 4. Do 4. Do 4 at 8.5, 9. Habs fans will love you. You know the team's on the rise. They're going to get that second center that they need to get. And then, everything's going to be good. They got 2 good young goalies, like Montebo Dobish, I think, is a pretty good tandem. I don't know.
That's great, man. It sounds like real cool-headed logic. We'll see if any of that is applied to this negotiation whatsoever. On a side note that's not related at all, I remember going out for my 16th birthday. I went to the Keg. I really wanted a steak. And my dad then went into the kitchen and hovered over the chef while he made it. And weirdly, it got burned. Yeah. Anyway, do you have anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah,
Hey! Get that off the screen. Getting a little excited there, Drew. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel with our Saturday night stream brought to you by Ballybet Sportsbook and Casino. Click like, click subscribe, tell your friends. Drew and I were very distracted because we have a friend. I'm not going to say who because I don't know if they've had this take publicly. But their flag in the earth is that the Buffalo Sabres are making the playoffs this year. Okay. Yeah, maybe. They're getting outshot 18-2 by Boston, who's like also kind of reeling. I don't know, man. Oh, winning the draft lottery counts as making the playoffs for this person. Gavin McKenna going to Buffalo would be so cruel. That'd be awful. That'd be awful. What'd be worse is when he goes to Vegas. Kevin, follow-up. Pastries or windows? See, this is unfair because pastries obviously bang. But you need windows. Like imagine, okay, so planes, you can't use them anymore. They're gone. What do you mean, why? You don't need windows on a plane. What do you think the pilot looks out of? You sonar, this guy says. Does Drew have a point? What about your car? What if you put a hinge on it? It's not a window anymore. It's a door. We're getting too deep. We're getting too deep. Andrew Long, welcome to STP VIP ad free. Sedin Magic 15. I don't know if you saw this, but Lindy Ruff said Josh Norris will miss a significant amount of time. I did see this, with an upper body injury that is apparently similar to the torn oblique he suffered last year. I mean, if Josh Norris and the Buffalo Sabres didn't have bad luck, they'd have no luck at all. It's sad, man. Sad for the kid. Heather, hello. Well, now that I'm not at work, Steve, Drew, and SDPN crew, greetings. Hello, chat. I missed this. Hashtag victory puppies forever. I agree. Whoa, Angela Bug sent 20 SDPN memberships. If you got one of the gifted memberships from Angela Bug, make sure you say thank you. Whoa, and Heather as well. Another 20. If you got a gifted membership from anyone, make sure you thank them. Goodness gracious. Francois Labelle says, go Habs go. How dare you? Any plans for an STP in Montreal? It is something we have talked about. Thank you to everyone who donated to the Easter Seals team over intermission. The puck is about to drop here, so I don't have time to read all your names. Wes, I did see yours. It was greatly appreciated. We're about to get the puck drop for the second period. I will not do the Thanos snap this time. Puck is dropped. Really hurt my wrist there. I still have not gotten ultrasound on it. Okay. Leafs battling along the half wall in the Red Wing zone. Angela Bug, Mr. Stream, Steve. Glad we're back. Go Leafs, go. Hell yeah. Matthews to Nyes. Matthews! Nyes can't finish it. That's not interference. Here come the Red Wings. Stolers leaves it for Tanev. Michelli. Matthews. Oh, Matthews. Here he comes. Here he goes. This shot rides up Sider's stick. McMahon on the ice now. Nylander. Riley! Can't get the shot. You know I want Riley shots. The Dangle angle on Ballybet Sportbook is a Leafs win at the end of the day. A Nyes anytime goal. And Riley over 2.5 shots. $5 pays $84. At least it did before the game. Steven Lorentz, who is he lined up by? Ben Sherratt. It got him up high and he left the game. He skated right off. Geez, the Leafs are, great point from Craig Simpson here. The Leafs are going to be down 2/3 of their fourth line if Lawton is out. I mean, this is exactly why you claimed Sammy Blais. I know you want Easton Cowan in the lineup. You have extras. It's good news. It's good news compared to what it could have been. Dakota Joshua, Max Domi, gains the zone, finds Robertson, gets it deep for Joshua, who collides with Talbot. Leafs lose the zone. West Richard selfishly donated to see you do the 999 challenge. Oh, yeah. If we raise $90,000, I will attempt to do the 999 challenge, which is 9 beers, 9 hot dogs, and 9 innings of baseball. Drew said it sounds super German. Boo. Drew, more like boo. Nylander still taking an extra shift with this 4th/3rd line of Waugh and Yarncroke. Waugh and Yarncroke, by the way, the 2 goal scorers in this game. Great work by Yarncroke. Gets it up to Nylander. Won't have the speed to attack on his own. Waits for reinforcements. On Waugh in the corner. Waugh can't find his man because Willie and Nyes were changing. 600 likes is garbage, by the way. Click like. Click subscribe. Tell your friends. This thing is free. The least you can do is click like. It's free to do that. Here comes Detroit. In front. Berggren puts it through everybody. And now here comes Nyes. Nyes. Looking for someone to give it to. Gets it to Austin Matthews. Matthews for Michelli. Michelli. In front. Tipped. Nice. Rebound. Nice from Michelli. Puts it a little behind him. And the Red Wings clear it. James David Atkinson is upset at Dazen. Why are you mad at Dazen? DAZN. Is it considered dumb to call it Dazen? Yes. Well, maybe they should spell it different. Kelly Malloy, love the channel. I love you. Kopp and Riley battling. Red Wings at the point. On through traffic. And once again, the Leafs block it. Red Wings second chance. Oh, Comfer blocked by Riley there. That's a big one. Good stick from Nylander to escape danger here. 16 minutes to go in the second period. Comfer. Oh, and a stick shatters to the fortune of the Leafs. Red Wings still have it, though. Oh, boy. Some tired legs out there. Puck goes wide. Riley's got to feather this out. Directly on net to Talbot. That's a huge clear from Riley to get a change in and avoid the icing. Here comes Detroit, though. On! Rebound! DeBrincat tries to center it. Doesn't work. DeBrincat again. Riley's still on there. Big save from Stolers. Robertson. Domi off the wall and out. Remember, it's the second period. Long change here. Riley still trapped out there. My wife says the stream looks crystal clear. Thank you, my wife. I love you. There's a hit from Dakota Joshua. Riley's been out there for 2:14. He just played the puck. Get off. He still can't get up. Dude, just leave. Like, literally just leave. Stolers gives it away. Red Wings. How don't they score there? And now here comes Max Domi and Nick Robertson. This is going to be a 2-on-1. Domi shoots. Stopped by Talbot. Covered up by Talbot. Wow. And Riley had a 2.5-minute shift there. Oh, she's giving me chores. Wow, your stream looks looks crystal clear. Also, I think I left the kitchen windows open, so please close them on intermission or after the game. Thank you for that. Horses or eyebrows, says Kevin Landison. I'm going to say eyebrows. Yeah, I know, but Red Dead Redemption is set in 1899, not 2025. Would be 0 horse. Oh, like ever? Oh, that changes everything. Wah! Side of the net! Stopped by Talbot, who drops his stick. Nylander. Still taking the double shift here. Nylander. McCabe. One times it. Is blocked. Holds his own, though. McCabe. Oh, giveaway. But Tanev is there. Still getting used to all these. Whoa! Tanev went for a big hit there, and he got a slash, and they don't call those anymore. He went for a hit. Hit him back then. 13:33 to go in the second. Dylan Larkin gains the zone. On. Stop by Stolers. Rebound. Matthews gets it to Michelli. Michelli dumps it. Nyes after it. Lays the body. Michelli. Matthews! Stopped by Talbot for his best save of the night. Great feed from Michelli to Matthews. Matthews got enough on it. He just got robbed. That's a good save from Talbot. As we go to commercial break. Blay is going to be interesting. Hits anything that moves, has crazy smooth hands, just hasn't been able to finish enough chances. Will be frustrating. Well, can't be much more frustrating than we've seen on the fourth line in recent years, so bring him on. Michael Beard. Hey, Steve, do you think? I know that's just a punctuation mistake, but yeah, on occasion. Austin, do you think Austin will break 40 goals this year? I'm thinking 50 or just under. I mean, he's not off to a blistering start. I think he hits 50. Oh, yeah, that's true. He's on pace for 82. You're right. He hasn't scored on a goalie yet. Steve wants to kill all horses. And I'd do it again. DAZN are the, please, no one show Natalie this. DAZN are the UK broadcaster. They're forcing me to watch the Wings feed, even though they make me pay for both. Let's just say they're making me angry. Oh, dear. Drew is singing a certain song of a certain Disney film. Oh, who donated to my Easter Seals team? We got Daniel. We got Heather. I'm not saying last names just in case. We got Sergey. We got Graham. We got Christian. We got Wes. And we got Tony. Thank you for donating to my Easter Seals team. Easter Seals, Ontario. It's a charity that helps out kids with physical disabilities. We're trying to raise as much money as we can for them because I love them. 13:08 to go in the second. Shots 16-14 for the Red Wings. Goals 2-0 for the Leafs. Offensive zone draw. Detroit comes up with it. Leafs doing a great job with their sticks in the neutral zone. Now here comes Nyes. Nyes leaves it for Matthews. Matthews. Silky. Loses it. Not a Silky. Larkin. Shot. That one's high and wide. And Leafs get a nice little bounce along the dasher there, so it goes all the way down the ice. Sherratt. Deflected in. Stolers has the puck. Hop over his stick. Nice quick play from Tavares there. Here he comes. Leafs attack with numbers. Tavares! Stopped by Talbot, and he covers up the rebound. That'll be another ozone draw for the Leafs. 12:18 to go in the second. Breakaway in overtime. Would you rather Ty or Max Domi, says Drew. Max. He scored a playoff OT winner. Like, he's a frustrating player, but I have faith. Tavares wins the ozone draw. On from OEL. Deflected wide. Domi. Domi on. Domi is out there with Tavares and McMahon. Now, Berube does have to do a little bit of juggling here because Nylander's played a lot. Because he's been filling in with Waugh and Yarncroke in absence of Lorentz. So he's got to get Domi a little bit more ice, I guess. So he's playing with Tavares and McMahon right now. Ozone starts. Why not? I don't know. I think that's good coaching, to be honest. You are taking Nylander off his normal spot, and you should definitely give it back to him. But, like, at some point, he's going to need a breast. What was that? Nylander's double shifting. Yeah. Did I say breast just now? I think I did. He's doing his best. He needs a rest. Boob. Red Wings into the slot. Oh, shot wide. Off the back of the net. Benoit clears it. McMahon was looking for the breakaway. Didn't quite get it. Smartphones or all forms of dishes and cutlery, says James. Come on. Waugh in his own zone behind the net for Benoit. A little out of his reach. Benoit. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, wow. What a feed and what a goal. Marco Casper gets the Red Wings on the board. Benoit not happy with himself. 11:04 to go in the second. The Red Wings get one back. Marco Casper, buddy. Good young player in this league. And if the Red Wings are going to climb the standings, he's going to be a big part of it. That's good work from DeBrincat. Man, you'd like to see Benoit come up with the puck there. And Casper, 19 goals in his rookie campaign last year, pointed out by Craig Simpson. He's a good player, man. Tanev can't escape the zone. Weird bounce. Leafs get out with it. Waugh. Yarncroak. Tanev. Oh my God, the puck is all over the place. Waugh. Detroit is plus 240 now on the Ballybet Sportsbook and Casino. Tyler, if you're interested, you said let's grow Red Wings. And then you put an octopus. I didn't know we had that emoji. Leafs get out of their own zone. What a play by Dakota Joshua. Leaves it for Domi. Shot. That goes wide. Wow. That was hot. I am hot and bothered. Red Wings moving the puck really well. Shot. Stopper Stolar's rebound. Domi clears it down the ice, and it won't be enough for icing. Leafs still minus 305. Carlo getting helped out. Red Wings come up with it anyway, though. Cross ice, Sherratt. Can't handle it. It's behind the Leafs net. Matthews. Oh, stick handling in a phone booth. Sider, first on it. Matthews. Carlo. Benoit in his own zone. Michelli. Didn't have a lot of speed there. To Matthews. He'll try to build a head of steam. Stick handles, dumps, doesn't really work. And here come the Red Wings now. Good stick for Matthews. They get it back, though. High above the Leafs net. Stolar's knocked over by his own guy. Raymond in front. Stop by the toe of Stolar's. Rebound. Larkin. Stop by Stolar. Still loose. Why is it loose? Matthews gets it out. What a sequence. Here comes Sider. Red Wings smell blood. Sider. What a move. Still has it. To Raymond. Into the... Oh, no. Carlo might be getting a call here. On. Wide. Red Wings have been missing the net like crazy tonight. Crazy pressure from the Red Wings here. And Carlo's been out for over 2 minutes. Red Wings really chipping away at the Leafs here. Bernard Docker. Johansson. Larkin. Bernard Docker! Blocked. Spins, fires. Carlo is hurt. And without a stick. Leafs can't escape the zone. Carlo can't even skate. Matthews collects it up the center of the ice, and that is a beautiful clear from the captain, and Carlo goes to the Leafs bench with not much enthusiasm. Red Wings again stopped by Stolarz. Probably his best sequence of the whole game. Stoli, the goalie. Holy moly. Sandin Pellikka stopped by Stolarz. Finney stopped by Stolarz. Larkin stopped by Stolarz. As we head to commercial break, Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Drew, Yeah, Red Wings have definitely been the better team this period. Like, easily. Drew, can you look up how many shots on goal Morgan Riley has? Because the Dangle angle on Ballybet Sportsbook and Casino, he's got one shot. So I wanted him to have over 2.5 shots, so 3 or more, because that's how shots work. Nye's anytime goal. He did have one really good chance, and a Leafs win. No Nye's goal. Riley's still under the shots, but right now the Leafs are still holding on by the skin of their teeth to a 2-1 lead. We got Michael with a donation to Easter Seals Ontario, and Guillaume. Thank you very much. I asked Adam, so I will ask you, if McDavid comes to Toronto, who's your top line center, Matthews or McDavid? How would you play them? I would play them together as much as possible. I don't know if they're both free agents same summer. You might be right. I mean, Matthews would be second line. I would give him. This is so crazy because he's had 60 goals twice, but I would probably give him more defensive assignments because I think he's really good at it. McDavid is McDavid. You play them together as much as you humanly can, as long as Tavares is a Leaf. Whoa! Mike Schmidt dropping a 50 piece on us. Sprinkling all over the place. Thank you to Mike Schmidt for gifting 50 SDPN memberships. If you got a membership from Mike Schmidt, you say thank you. Great to be back, chat. It's great to see you back. Leafs clear it, and that'll be icing against the team. Sedin Magic, 3.75 mil a year for Stolarz is such a friggin' steal. You know what's great? It doesn't kick in until next year. He makes 2.5 this year. It's dumb. What do you think of the Leafs moving up the game time Monday? And will Jesse be at the Leafs game, then stream the Jays? Only Jesse can answer that. I don't know. I like that they moved it up. I think it's smart. And Van Yish, what would it take for Steve to cover Canucks games? For the Leafs to fold? What are Brad's favorite months? March and April. Oh, that's horrible. Leafs trying to escape their zone. It doesn't go great. Yeah, March and April is what I should have said. I know, I'm awful. Here come the Red Wings. Kane, what a move! Past Jake McCabe. McCabe stays with him, though. Oof. Again, going for a deflection past Stolarz. Doesn't work. Tavares throwing the body around a little tonight. Just a little. Little Max Pacioretty rubbing off on him, eh? Red Wings walking the blue line. A lot more ozone possession time for Detroit at this point in the game. 6.5 minutes to a little over 9. Tanev collects behind his own net. Off the glass on his backhand. Can't get out of the zone. Robertson does. Ooh, almost created a 2-on-1 there. Didn't quite work. I kept thinking the puck was behind the Leafs. It was the cursor on my screen. Good stop from Stolarz. Wah. Can't get out. Now he does. No, the Leafs did not dominate the long change last year. That was Florida. Florida in the second period was crazy. I don't know what their goal differential was. Honestly, even if it was negative, it would just kill whoever they were playing. On. Deflected wide by Stolarz. Yarncroak. Behind the Leafs net. Red Wing center. And they score. Finney finds Lucas Raymond, who ties the game at 2. 5:05 to go in the second. The Leafs 2-0 lead is no more. Lucas Raymond. If you had the opportunity to get him in fantasy and you didn't, You did it wrong. He's always such a good player. Finney, I mean, I don't know what Stolarz is supposed to do there. They're highlighting Riley and Larkin's battle right now. Go Leafs, go Jays, says Jack Esquire. I like that. They could use that right now because right now they are getting outshot by 9 by Detroit and have coughed up a 2-0 lead. Finney with his first point of the season. Benoit. Oh, fortuitous bounce. Michelli battling. Can't get the puck. Now here comes Detroit with numbers again. Boy. The Leafs got to get control of this thing. Benoit is out there with Tanev right now. Nice. That's got to be a call. They call it offside. The Leafs haven't been on the power play tonight. Odds are now perfectly. No, they're almost even. Very close to even. Red Wings were almost 10-1 at one point. They're now minus 105 on Ballybet Sportsbook and Casino. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Well, the Leafs still need to work on the long change, says 23 Plasters. Yep. Did you see David Hopkinson's new job in the EPL with Newcastle? He's the new CEO. What's your opinion on him? As he was the Leafs CCO, or was it COO? From an outsider view. I don't know enough about him. I hear he's a very forward thinker. And I mean, his resume is ridiculous. MLSE. Who did he work with? Was it Real Madrid? MSG. And now he's at Newcastle. He's probably the right guy for the job. Wes Richard sent 5 SDPN memberships. Gracias to Wes. 1,600 people in the chat. Under 800 likes. That is poo garbage. Please click like. The over-under on Bally right now is 7 goals. There's currently 4. Well, so the over-under must be 6.5 then. Yeah, okay. I like the over there. Red Wings and Leafs in recent years have had some really funky games. One of them was 10-7. That was a regular season game. I want to say, was that a Bunting hat trick? There might have been 2 hat tricks. 17 goals. There might have been 3 or 4. I don't know. Leafs all the way down the ice. That's going to be icing. 4:13 to go in the second. Robert Pett, I know it's only 2 games, but the defense seems hemmed in a lot. You're not wrong. That dude's loving Creed. Couples who listen to Creed together stay together. Or something. Leafs clear it. Nylander after it. Nylander. Oh, Talbot has to block a shot from his own player. So it's Domi, Nylander, Tavares right now. Riley battling to get it out. It works. Is this icing, though? It is not. Bernard Docker around. Bernard Docker can't handle it, and here's Matthews. Matthews. Looking for a friend. Can't get it to Michelli. Red Wings high off the glass. Nearly out of play. Turnover in the neutral zone. Luckily, the Red Wings were offside. McCabe around. A lot of board work here. Michelli. Tanev. Gain center. Dumps. Straight on to Talbot, who holds on to it for a faceoff. That's not a bad bounce for the Leafs at all. That's not a bad bounce for the Leafs at all. 3:12 to go in the second. Nothing like loving your team, eh, James? Jack Esquire the third. Can't figure out gift membership. Sorry, I'm old. Well, geez. Thank you anyway. That's extremely generous, and we greatly appreciate it. Jack, Mr. Jack. Matthews. Ozone draw, comes up with it. Spins, fires, it's wide. Michelli after it. Benoit in to help out. Nice. In the neutral zone. Finds OEL. Oh, flubs the pass to Michelli. Evan Finney. Whoa, he's lined up pretty good there by Benoit. Avoids the worst of it. Finney still working. What an opportunity for the kid. Matthews, what a move. 3-on-3. Matthews. Ekman Larson. Matthews! That's deflected wide. Matthews. Riley. Matthews lost it in his feet for a second there. Held at the line by Carlo. Oh, Dakota Joshua tried to find Matthews in front. Didn't work. Is Matthews getting an extra shift here? It's so confusing with the blender on for Craig Berube. Red Wings! It's behind the net. It's in the corner. Kane. Oh, what a move from Johansson. Stopped by Stolars. DeBrincat in front. What a goal from Patrick Kane. What a setup. What a finish. What a period from the Red Wings. Leafs are running around with no solution in sight right now. And they are trailing for the first time this season. 1:50 to go in the second. It's 3-2 Detroit. Yuck. Stolars has been unreal. I did call in the pregame. Oh, Drew, did I just win you money? Oh, I was wondering why it was 50-1. Big goal from Patrick Kane. And geez, it might be everything the Leafs can do to just keep it at a 1-goal deficit heading into intermission. They've looked awful all second period. Stolars misplaying it. McCabe has it taken off him. Still no call. Leafs without a power play this whole game. McMahon, gain center, dumps it into the opposite corner. Nylander, McMahon, chipped over him. Minute 10 to go in the second. Leafs are now plus 255 on Ballybet Sportsbook and Casino. If you'd like to bet the underdog, because that's what they currently are, by a pretty wide margin. Kane. On. Stopped by Stolars. Holy Toledo. Here comes Nick Robertson. Max Domi. Hits a body. Red Wings clear it. Carlo gets it. 35 seconds to go in the second. Dakota Joshua battling for it. Throwing that body around. Detroit airmails it through the neutral zone. This is going to be a partial break for Larkin. Riley on him. Stopped by Stolars. 12 seconds to go. Carlo, Domi flips it in. Talbot plays it to Sherratt. And that'll do it for the second period. The Red Wings get 3 after being down 2-0 on the Leafs. It is a 3-2 Red Wings lead that they take into the third period at home. It's a great place to be for the Red Wings. Great work from Riley there, preventing the breakaway goal from Larkin. Larkin wanted a call there. Larkin might be right. Larkin can calm down because the Leafs haven't had a power play all night. Extremely tight whistle in this one. One power play the whole gosh darn game. Can the Leafs come back in the third? Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Goodness gracious. Not great, huh? Why didn't the refs know why Mikko was angry? He was ranting in a different language. He wouldn't stop, so they told him to finish. Emo Jalapeno, that is your worst one since your last one. That is Goofy Goober, confession, Steve. I was at Swiss Chalet earlier, and the Leafs were up 2-0. I get home for the second, and now they're losing. Do I go back? Yes. That deserved to win meter is tough. The Red Wings are whooping the Leafs right now. The Leafs were ahead in the deserved to win meter after one? Yeah, that's just a really bad, no good second period. Can they come back? That'd be nice. What were the shots in the second period? Oh, you want me to guess? 15-7. 15-9. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that guess. Wings getting a get right game gifted on Hockey Night in Canada. Very leafy. So here's the thing. Tom McClellan called out his team after the first game of the season where they lost. First game. Then they're down 2-0 on home ice. A win here would go a long way for them. A loss here would go a long way for every other team in their division. Especially now that they would be blowing it if they were to lose. But they're up 3-2 right now. Dear, dear, dear. Drew, do we have a clip? Oh. So, I don't know if you know this, but Leafs general manager Brad Treliving joined SDPN. He joined Adam Wilde and Alan Walsh for an episode of Agent Provocateur. The whole episode is up right here on this YouTube channel, but we have a clip for you. Here's Brad Treliving talking about how do you make a winning team?
When you look for players and you're building a hockey team, because that's what you have to do perpetually every year, what's your philosophy on what winning is and how that looks and how to get the best out of a team? What are you looking for?
Well, I mean, it's easy to say you're looking for the best players, right?
Yeah.
But building, and I thought Lou Lamoriello said it best years ago when and it's true. And that's how you have to go. Everybody just thinks, okay, it's all about, the top guys. And hey, listen, you want top players, but it's sort of like building an orchestra to make beautiful music, right? And you need the guy on the guitar, and you need the violin, and but as Berkey would say, you also need the big guy playing the tuba, and you need somebody to pick up the chairs when you're done. So you need a little bit of everything, right? And sometimes the jobs that are the most unheralded and don't get all the limelight, as much as you need the stars and you need the top end guys, you need people to do the hard jobs and how somebody's going to fit in a room and connect a room, because it's not always just the best players that win, but you see it year after year. and it's the best team, right? Like it's those guys that have connected the best. Right now, Florida's got the secret sauce, and they've got tremendous players. I mean, as you said, they've got. I don't think they get enough credit for, the talent that they do have. Like they've got some elite players, but they've bought in. They've bought into a real team concept, right? And you need people up and down the lineup that are going to max out at the job that they're doing. And to me, when you're on a high functioning team, everybody should feel that if they weren't there and they weren't doing their job, whatever job that is, that the team doesn't have a chance to win. And whether that job is 8 minutes a night, whether it's the backup goalie, whether it's the guy blocking shots on the penalty kill, those are just as important as the guy that's scoring 40 goals, the guy who's on the power play. That's the essence of team. So when you say what are you looking for, you're looking for people that are going to be able to do those jobs at the very highest level, right? So you need talent. You need talent to win in this league. You need top end talent, but you need people that are going to do the hard jobs and do, the backup vocals is really important, and you need them to be the best backup vocals that you can. So that's the challenge you're looking for, and 31 other guys are trying to do the same thing, and so that's sort of how
you got to deal with them.
yeah. And so it's challenging, but that's really ultimately what you're trying to accomplish is build the best possible team that you can, and get people to, not only embrace those roles, but do them very, very well.
Alan, you said to Pat Maroon after I think it was Tampa's second cup that it was the 30th cup in a row for Octagon at the celebration. What's the through line for you from the agent's perspective on, I know my players go into a team that could win it all, and I feel that way because what's the, what is it that you can kind of feel it after this long?
I think if you're around the team at all and you observe the way guys interact with each other and hear about, guys on the road going to dinner, 21 guys, 22 guys, all going to dinner to the same place. They just want to be with each other. They want to hang out with each other. That to me means that players are playing for each other too, right? I want to play for the guys because I love the guys so much. I saw that in Pittsburgh in 2009. And, just being back in Pittsburgh last weekend with Flower and seeing the incredible closeness and chemistry between Flower with Sid, Gino, Letang, and Brian Russ too, who was there for the later cups. It's sometimes I like to just sit back and watch and just observe and take it all in. And I've had one of the blessings in my life of being able to be with clients around teams and just observe the way everybody interacts with each other. There have been some teams in the past where, for whatever reason, the guys don't like each other. And it's not that they have issues with each other. It's more that they don't have chemistry with each other. They don't have anything to talk about. They don't have anything in common with each other. And the teams that have, some Canadian guys and a couple of Russian players and some Swedes and some Americans, and they all go out together and they all hang out together and they all want to be with each other. And, I had a couple of situations, and I didn't take it personally. Hey, I'm going to be on the road. You want to go out for dinner tonight? I'm sorry, I'm going out with the guys. I'm like, well, you go out with the guys every night. I'll see you for breakfast. How about we, because breakfast everybody kind of does on their own, but he sincerely didn't want to miss out on dinner on the road with 19 other guys. And you got to respect that. Right. So to me, when you see that all come together, and I heard about Florida, for the last couple of years, that these guys, when they go out for dinner at night on the road, it's 20 guys,
Hmm.
right? Everyone goes to the same place. They all get a big table and they all go. That to me is like guys who want to be together with each other. And, you know, when you're around that much, when you're on the bus together, you're on the plane together, you're in the room together, you have to practice together, you're waiting in the training room together to jump on the table. You know, guys get on each other's nerves, right? Like they don't want to be around each other all the time. When they do, that's something special.
Brad! They're bad again! Oh my God. This is a tough game for the lead. Not even tough game, man. First period was fine. It was just a terrible second period. Now, what I am seeing is a ton of Morgan Riley hate in the comments, in the chat. And it is not proportionate to the Morgan Riley praise that I saw after the first game. He is dealing with the Dangle jinx tonight. That's 100% right. But, like, also, I'm sure he would admit, like, this is of his own doing, right? He knows he had a terrible season last year. This Emmett Finney kid, by the way, was a 7th round pick. I really do have to emphasize this. 7th round pick, 201st overall in 2023. He's on the Red Wings top line right now. He had 37 goals, 47 assists for 84 points in 55 games with Kamloops of the WHL last year. He had a cup of coffee in the AHL and was good, but like not mind-blowing. 10 games, he had a goal, 4 assists, 5 points. That's good. -4. Nothing in 3 playoff games. He's on their top line, and he got his first NHL point tonight. That's just damn impressive. He's not even that big. He's 6 foot, but $170. Good for the kid. Good. Can I name what Red Wings legend was also drafted in the 7th round? So I always forget which one was 6th and which one was 7th. I think the answer is Henrik Zetterberg. Yes. What pick overall? Oh, 224. 210. Damn. Because Datsuk, I think, was the 6th round. He was 6th round. 3rd last pick in the 6th round. Man, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Carly, welcome to STP VIP. One thing is the thing is this isn't on Morgan and the other players really, but what seems to be a system that doesn't do good on the long change. That's interesting. Says Plaster. So I think it's less about the long change and more about when teams forecheck you, you struggle. You struggle big. Like you've seen tonight, the front of the net, generally speaking, go ahead, shoot it on. We'll block it, or our goalie will stop it, and if there's a rebound, we'll clear it. It's fine. The Leafs are not worried about the front of their net, but boy, they get hemmed, and it's not great. Someone said Ken Holland passed on drafting a Hall of Famer 7 times. What amazing drafting. Yeah, I'm sorry. Whoever the Swedish scout was that Ben Hawkinson? Whoever the Swedish scout was for Detroit deserves all the credit there. The general manager is not usually like, yeah, this 6th or 7th round pick, I will die before I let this guy go to another team. Like, someone told me, sorry, what's that? Reckless Rancer said, "Did you close the windows like your wife has?" No, I forgot. So I'm gonna have to do it later. Thank you for reminding me. So I asked a question on the SDP recently, and I actually did a little digging. I haven't talked about this on the SDP yet, but here's what I was told. So in 2015, the Minnesota Wild made a trade with the Boston Bruins, and it was the Wild acquire a 5th round pick in 2015, and they send Boston a 5th round pick in 2016. The Wild's pick, I think, was 135th overall. The Bruins pick was 136th. It ended up working out as a wash. The 2016 guy who the Bruins drafted, I think, topped out in the ECHL. He might even be retired now. The 135th overall pick from 2015, that's Kirill Kaprizov. And the question I asked of someone who would know is, whose decision was that? And they said, I think it would have been the European scout. But what was astonishing to me is, supposedly in 2015, the Minnesota Wild did not have a dedicated Russian scout. So they got Kirill Kaprizov in the 5th round without having a dedicated Russian scout, which I think is insane work. I'm going to have to brush up on that story before we do a show on Tuesday and check with a couple other people. But I was fascinated by that. Elias, sup, Steve? We Habs beat Detroit and you're losing 3-2. Yep. And Leafs beat you. So, like, there's 32 games. No, there aren't. There's 82 games. I saw 3 too. There's 82 games. That's so many games, which means you have 80 more games to work on your chirps. So Steven Lorentz will not return. Apparently, he should be making $1 billion because of how the Leafs have looked defensively in his absence. By the way, over 1,500 people in here. Were under 1,000 likes, and I'm mad about it. Please get us there. According to the Hockey Night broadcast, 18:30 is the ozone time for the Red Wings, 13:16 for the Leafs. Maroon. That's some of that is the Red Wings having 1 power play and the Leafs having 0, but not that much. Oh, Christopher Stieg had Emmett Finney at his hockey camp when he was a kid, and I believe there was Devin Setaguchi there as well. It's funny, you're seeing lots of this. What's his kid in Vancouver? Braden Coots. He was on the ice with Jake DeBrusk in Boston when he was a kid, and now they're both teammates on the Canucks. Puck is dropped for the 3rd period. Red Wings come up with it. Matthews and Larkin battling. Matthews. Oh, dear. Shovels it behind him. No communication there. So it's Matthews with Nyes and Nylander to start this 3rd period. Interesting. I don't know what that means for Michelli. Puck goes out of play. I don't know what that means for Michelli, but if you're down a goal in the 3rd, like, I totally agree with this. It's nothing against Michelli, but like, Nylander is your 2nd highest paid player. Why not load up? Those are your 3 highest paid forwards. So now who are the Leafs sending out? Because those guys have gone to the bench. We got Dakota Joshua out there with John Tavares and Matthias Michelli. Completely different line. 3 very different players. Full blender. Tavares. Red Wings have really forced the Leafs into a lot of puck battles here. Icing against the Red Wings, 19-19 to go in the 3rd. Lots of whistles to start here. Drew goes, I could picture Tavares. You know, hey, John, you're going with 2 new guys. Okay. Keep in mind, 3 of the 7 goals the Leafs currently have are from the 4th line. That is extremely promising compared to last year, even if it doesn't look amazing right now. Great point. Leafs win the face-off with too much enthusiasm all the way down the ice for Anthony Stolarz. Around for Morgan Riley. Joshua gains center. Tavares. That's not interference? Oh, my God! They finally send the Leafs to the power play. That's absolutely interference. Just over a minute in to the third. How's our internet doing? Okay. Sandin Pellikka in the box. Tavares on the draw. Out there with Nyes, Matthews, Nylander, and Riley. Riley with it at the point. Matthews, Riley. Riley on. That's deflected high and out. Only 7 seconds elapsed here. We'll get another draw. Let's get some Riley shots. Absolutely, Drew. He's still stuck at 1? Let's get 2 on this power play here. And ideally, one of them goes in. That'd be nice. Because we need the Leafs to win, too. Riley. Matthews. Oh, almost a deflection from Nyes. That works also. Riley chasing after it. 1:40 to go in this power play. Leafs now only trailing Detroit by 10 shots. Good Lord. Riley to Matthews. Matthews through the neutral zone. Hands it to Nylander. Nylander. Tavares. Riley. Oh, one-timer from Matthews. Off the side of the post. Oh, and the Leafs blow it. Matthews with a high stick, and the Leafs blow their first and only power play. That's terrible. And it's Ben Sherratt down on the ice. Matthews shouldn't be able to take a penalty on Ben Sherratt for the rest of his career because of 2021. Ugh. 2-minute minor high sticking. Brutal. So we're going to get a minute 21 of 4-on-4. I was about to say that favors the Leafs because you want to open up the ice, but it's Austin Matthews in the box. So if you want him to score, he's not there. If you want him to kill the penalty at the end of it, he's not there. That's just a terrible, terrible break in this game. Yuck. Tavares versus Kaspar in the Leaf zone. Tavares kicked out. Nylander's going to take the draw. Leafs come up with it. Brutal. Ugh. McCabe. OEL. Willie. Leafs gain the zone. Cross ice to OEL. Red Wings are on these guys. Red Wings happy to just kill this 4-on-4, it looks like. Oh, no, here they come. Yeah, they're taking their time. They want a power play. Ugh. What a promising start to the third. Just completely deleted. Carlo. Pinched off the puck. Oh, here come the Leafs. They got numbers. Domi. He's got Riley with him. Domi. Shoots. Scores! Maximum Domi. 4-on-4 action. Snipes it past Cam Talbot. And the Leafs have tied the game early in the third. Oh, baby. Riley on the ice for that one. You know that felt good. Carlo, good work there. Riley is the one who starts this play. And he creates havoc in front. Man, you know that shot from Domi looks an awful lot like his OT winner against Ottawa in game 2. That just beats Talbot under the glove. 20 seconds to go in 4-on-4 action here. Here comes Detroit. Leafs get out of their zone. Sorry, I had to remember to talk there. Here comes Brandon Carlo. Oh, nope. It was Nick Waugh. That's why I was like, what is Brandon Carlo doing? Detroit in their own zone. It was the 5s that screwed me up. Under 30 seconds to kill here, but it's still a kill that they need badly. Detroit behind the net for Kane. Nice, great read. And he'll get it out and down the ice. 15 seconds to kill here. Lola, welcome to SDP VIP ad-free. That is Filipino for grandmother. I learned that from my neighbor. Detroit. They're in the Leaf zone. Leafs kill off that short penalty. Just out of reach of Dakota Joshua. Matthews out on the ice, though, which is usually good news. Domi's first of the season notably comes in not December. Riley with the assist on that goal. Tanev up for Robertson. Robertson avoids dying. Good job from Matthews. Robertson tries to chip it to himself. Red Wings up the ice. Wow, it's a great pass to Kopp. Kopp, lots of space. Edvinson. At the point. Comfer. On! Through traffic. Stop by Stollers. He whacks it wide. Detroit comes up with it again. Oh, yeah, it looks like I was right about the over. Now, if this goes to a shootout, does that count as 6 goals or 7? It counts as 7? Excellent. You're welcome. If you took the over. It's Leafs Detroit. Like, it's always a gong show. Here comes Casper. Stopped by Stolars. 14:59 to go in the third. Peyton. Oh, we got live odds here. Leafs now minus 127. I have to admit, I'm surprised by that. Detroit plus 106. Still relatively even odds. I'm a little surprised to see the Leafs as the favorite, given how the second period went. Peyton, I play franchise mode in NHL, and every time the Leafs come up, I make sure my Bruins win 20-0. You're Satan. Michelli run over in the Leaf zone. Kane over the Leafs net. That was disgusting. Detroit, that's deflected into the stands. 14:38 to go in the third. Logan Prescott, man, I missed this. So happy we're back. Let's go. You know, Kane has like very clearly lost a step. His hands are still so filth. Face off in the Leaf zone. Matthews, Nyes. Oh, and it looks like Nylander. Larkin kicked out of the draw. Finney's going to take this against Matthews. Leafs sort of come up with it. Whoa. Out for Nylander. He's got Nyes with him. Coughs it up. Oh, is that going to be a penalty? Probably should have been, but it was so far away from the puck. Oh, and Ekman Larsson's going to get it. Yo, refs hate Ekman Larsson. They call him for everything. What are you yipping about? Why is there an argument right now? He's mad at Austin for the trip? I mean, listen, if you wanted to call, fine, but it's so obviously accidental. And Sherratt comes in. And Matthews goes, what? Oh, my God. This is a big kill for the Leafs. Sports Talk Chud. This game is fine, but it's no 10-7. No, not yet. The Leafs should have tried to suck them into taking a stupid call. I don't know what you're whining about. That's so weird. Leafs win the draw in their own zone. That is huge. Get it out. Get it down the ice. And they do. That's technically a shot on Cam Talbot. I'm sure the Leafs will take it. A little over 14 minutes to go. Leafs clear it again. Talbot just tripped on the puck. Here comes DeBrincat through the neutral zone. DeBrincat to Larkin. Jake McCabe, great work. Can't get it out, though. Red Wing cycling it. A quarter killed here. Kane taken into the boards. Larkin hard around. Nyes after it. Kane. Cider. One-timer blocked by Tanev. That was DeBrincat. Half killed. Kane in front. They score. Lucas Raymond on the power play. And with 13:15 to go, the Leafs got to tie this thing up again. And Ekman Larsson taking his time, staring down the officials, getting out of the box. And that is goal number 100 for Lucas Raymond in his career. I'm telling you, Red Wings have not been great in recent years. Lucas Raymond has been incredible. Speaking of incredible, the deal that the Red Wings signed him to. Ugh. Big Selly. You can tell this means a lot to the Red Wings. The Leafs could do a lot to Detroit's season with a comeback win here, but given what's gone on tonight, that might be asking a lot. You know, it's interesting. You get a goal from Yarncrook, you get a goal from Wah, you get a goal from Domi. Now we need the big guys to show up. I didn't like Matthews on that kill there. 13 minutes to go in the third. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Thanks for getting us over 1,000 likes. Detroit now minus 360. Leafs plus 275 on Ballybet Sportsbook and Casino. Here comes Domi. Oh, you idiots! Max! What are you doing? What are you doing? Max! Oh my God, Max. Why would you do that? I mean, Berggren does go down a little soft, but still. Oh, Max. Yeah, they're calling it every time. Domi was in a one-on-one race for the puck. You might come up with the puck, you might get a shot, you might get a whack at it, or you just ideally Talbot has to make a play on the puck and probably cover it up. You get an ozone draw. Now you're on the kill in the third period, down a goal. Max, what are you doing? Max Domi giveth and Max Domi taketh away. Like, he better pray Detroit doesn't score here. Like, what a great goal. You've had such difficult starts in each of your first two seasons with the Leafs. You score in your second game, first road game. It ties it up in the third. And all that potentially erased in a moment with just a really silly penalty call. Ugh. Steeson Schiller. Hey, Steve, can you tell Kane to stop scoring on my bench? Ehlers and Yahoo Fantasy owe me money tonight. Ugh. Sorry, buddy. Dude, I had Dorofeyev benched all week. I'm so sad about it. Ref's mid-season form already. It's impressive. Anyway, glad to have you back, Steve. Thank you, Owen. Guess you're not used to having the problem of depth scoring and stars not. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. You can never just have everything. Jesse goes, I forgive you, Max. And then his next message 9 minutes later was retracted. Riley has 2 assists and 1 shot. That's very frustrating. A Riley shot leading to a rebound for a nice goal would be mint. 12:39 to go in the third. Puck is dropped. Detroit wins the draw. And now they're on the power play. Hey! Oh my God, that should have been a tap in for Patrick Kane. Great play. Detroit could not connect a pass in the first period. They have since rectified that. Raymond. What'd I tell you? Lethal. Kane. Good stick from Wah. Is Raymond on Hattie Watch? He's got 2, right? Here's Kane. Offside. That's a good break for the Leafs there. 1:20 to go in this kill. 11:58 to go in this third period. Oh, man, that's a tap in for Kane. Oh, he received it in his feet. Matthews and Larkin in a battle there. Red Wings come up with the puck. Matthews and Nyes are your penalty killing forwards right here. Benoit. Oh, it's in front. Matthews clears it. 1:05 to go in this kill. Talbot out of the net. Nyes dumps his man behind the play. Raymond hands it off to Brinkett. Kane behind the net. All the way around to the point. On deflected above the Leafs net. 40 seconds to go. Alika. Raymond. Kane. Down low. Larkin. Kane. Pellikka. Sandin Pellikka. Good job by Nyes. Matthews is there. Carries it out. Dumps it. McCabe's going to go after it, though. He's the fresh legs. Hands it off. Wah to Carlo. 13 seconds to go in this kill, and the Leafs send it all the way down the ice. Talbot covered it up for a sec. Thought there might be a whistle, but he played it. Joshua is riding his man like a pony. No shots on that penalty kill. That was really good by Toronto. Good work. Now they need one. 10.5 to go in the third period here. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Was there a flash on the broadcast, or was that in my room? That was me? The hell was that? Okay. Carlo. To Domi. Up the ice. What a pass to Willie. Willie shoots. Where is it? Wide. Felt like he had some options there. Riley in the neutral zone. OEL dumps it. Michelli after it. Battling with Tavares. Once again, throwing that weight around. Something to watch for early this season. Interesting. Casper coming in on OEL. Leafs get out of their zone. Casper to Kane. Kane can't center it. Casper tries to get it around to Kane. OEL has it off the boards. Robertson, Tavares. Here's Bobby McMahon. Bobby loses the puck. 9 minutes to go in the third. Tanev. McCabe up the ice. That misses everybody except Talbot. McMahon in a battle here. Robertson, Domi. Oh! Nice pass to McMahon, doesn't connect. This line scored a bunch of goals last year. I don't have a problem with reuniting them. Here's Domi! 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 Oh, he airmails it! Get your stick, Robbie! Get your stick, Robbie! Oh, what a move. What did I tell you about this line? McMahon, and who's he battling with? Is there a fight? Is that going to be coincidental? What happened here? Edvidson is going to the box. Is McMahon also? Yes, he is. What happened? Oh, what a move from Domi. And he beats Talbot, and he just puts it too high. McMahon and Edvidson going at it. Yeah, it's coincidental. Yeah. So is it 4-on-4 or 5-on-5? I think it's 5-on-5. I mean, that's not a bad result for Detroit, though. McMahon had 20 goals last year. Leafs need a goal. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell your friends. Oh, it is 4-on-4. Ooh. Emo Jalapeno. Oh, I haven't even read it yet. I asked my dog what Leafs. Wait, okay. I asked my dog what Leafs fans and happy people have in common. He said nothing. Oh, I thought that would be witty and clever. That's just mean. Oh, he said nothing because he's a dog. Thank you, Drew. So it is clever, and I'm not. You ever whiff on a joke in front of 2,000 people? You ever? It's very cool being on the internet. Logan Prescott started to give my dog treats after wins in your honor. Well, hopefully they don't starve tonight. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell your friends. 3-2 final. Jets over the Kings. Blues over the Flames 4-2. Habs and Blackhawks tied 2-2. Oh my gosh, Panthers whooping the Sens 5-1. New odds, by the way. The Leafs are plus 450 on the Ballybet sport book and casino. Let's see if the Leafs can get another 4-on-4 goal here. 8 minutes to go in the third. Leafs down a goal. Here comes Detroit. Larkin. Oh! OEL takes down his man. Nowhere near the puck. Riley cross-checks Raymond, no call. We got the playoff rule book going. Stolars to Riley. I don't have a problem with that at all. Should I? The Panthers are the current champions. Should I have a problem with that? Art. Nylander. Behind the net. Nylander. Tanev. Around. Matthews. They're playing overtime styles. Matthews in a skating battle against Ben Sherratt. Pause for laughter. William Nylander. Nylander cutting to the net. Tries to find Matthews. Doesn't work. Oh, he's got it. Matthews to Tanev. McCabe. Hands it off. Domi couldn't find Tanev there. Now here comes Detroit. But they're tired. They want to change. 30 seconds to go in 4-on-4 action here. Sider. Just ragging the puck. Takes it into the neutral zone. Here comes Detroit. Casper driving the net shot. Stopped by Stolars. Domi way up the ice to Riley, who passes it back to Carlo. To Nyes. Here he comes. Nyes taken down trying to draw a call. Under 6 minutes to go in the third here. Detroit. Stolars way out of his net to play it into the boards. Riley. Tavares trying to get it. Ah! McMahon is out of the box. Tavares plays it back to the D. That's Carlo. 5:35 to go in the third. Steve Dangle here on the STPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell your friends. Carlo way up the ice. Finds no one. Talbot out of his net to play it, though. Tavares goes past him. Goes past everyone. Joshua to Benoit. Leafs gain the zone again. Tavares is turned around, and the Leafs have to go get it. Oh, dear. Benoit's got to go get it. Got to hurry up a little bit there, Benny. He's taken down. No call. Oh! There is a call on Jonathan Berggren. Oh, dear. I mean, that is a call. What's OEL yapping about? I wonder if they're calling both of them. Well, if the Leafs get a power play here, I don't need to tell you how huge it is. And them getting their first power play goal of the season would be nice. That'd be nice. Steve Dangle here. STPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. What's about to happen, folks? What do we got? What do we got? Hopefully some more Riley shots. And I would like Nyes to score the tying or winning goal. Right now, it's not looking. It's tough. We need a Nyes goal. We need Riley to shoot. And we need a Leafs win. Right now, we have none of those things. We could have all of them. Happy Thanksgiving, by the way. I got straight to business. Just talking about hockey, talking about the Leafs. Happy Thanksgiving. Michael Baldassi sent 5 STPN memberships. Thank you. You're lovely and the best. One goal, 2 assists for Patrick Kane tonight. So this is a big penalty kill. This is a Leafs power play. 5:04 to go in the third. Usual setup. Tavares, Willie, Matthews, Nyes, and Riley. Jonathan Berggren off. Shots 33-20 for Detroit. Madone. Detroit wins the draw. Sherratt hard around the boards, and Nyes can't stop it. Stolars to Riley. Oh, dear. Riley drops it for Nylander. To Matthews. Nylander leaves it for Tavares. Red Wings read it pretty well. Riley. Matthews. Nylander. Riley. Tavares. Shot! Blocked. Tavares one-hands it to Riley. Nylander. Riley. Matthews. Oh, I thought he had a shot there. Matthews. Tavares! He likes that shot. Matthews into the corner. Hard around. Riley collects. To Nylander. To Matthews. Great pass. Riley shot. I think that might have gone off Talbot's head. Did that go over the net or hit him in the head? Oh, no. We need a shot on goal, Mo. Robert Bet, the refs tonight are like the Leafs. Confusing. Yes, that is true. Oh, that's a good block from Sider on Tavares. $53 seconds to go in this power play. Leafs stay with their top guys. Scrambled draw. Detroit can't clear it. Riley, Nylander. Nylander shot! Nyes deflected it. Not a goal, obviously. Riley to Matthews. Matthews. Riley on! That is redirected. Wide. Edvidson. Can't get it out. Willie, it's in his feet. Riley holds the line. Matthews, 20 seconds to go. Tavares leaves it for Nyes. Edvidson, big fella. Nyes, also big fella. Nylander can't find anyone. Oh, Matthews. Riley. Matthews. Gloved by Talbot. 3 seconds. Penalty comes to an end. Leaves digging for it. Matthews. Shoot! Stopped! Where is it? Rebound! It's under Talbot. And Nyes is taken down to the ice. He's going at it with Edvidson. Nyes taking exception with the way he was treated. Who just gave a shot to Tavares? Austin, would it kill you to do something right now? Tavares just got popped in the face. You don't have anything to say? You're the captain. Oh, that Riley shot did go off Talbot's head? Good. I'm glad. I mean, if you're Berube, you probably got to take a timeout here, right? Oh, the puck was behind Talbot, too. I like Matthews taking that shot. I don't know if I want to see Austin fight anyone, Drew, but, like, do anything. Is Berube taking a timeout here? So Stolarz is still in the net. Waugh, McCabe, Michelli is quite the group. McMahon, Waugh, Michelli, McCabe, and OEL for the Leafs. Yeah. And that's flipped into the bench, which probably suits the Leafs just fine. 2:46 to go in the third. Mark Savard talking to Craig Berube about what he wants. Shot attempt 65-48 for Detroit. Honestly, I thought it might be worse. Waugh for the draw against Casper, and he beats him. McCabe, oh boy, flubbed the puck there. Leafs get it back. OEL to Waugh. McMahon after it against Sider. Sider gets it to a friendly stick. Detroit still trying to escape their own zone. DeBrincat. Oh! I thought McCabe saved it there. Ref says no. 2:22 to go in the third period. That would have been a crazy little play. Who's my 6 for 6-on-5? Their first power play setup. And then probably Domi, yeah. What happened here? Domi, so it's Domi, Tavares, Nylander? Okay. And Matthews is a defenseman? Oh, dear. This actually could bite the Leafs. I don't really... Do the Red Wings not understand that Matthews is playing D right now? They are not behaving that way. 2 minutes to go in the third. Riley. dumps it and chases it. Puts it right in Talbot's glove, and the Red Wings fire it all the way down the ice and into the net. Wow. That was like 175 feet. Simon Edvidson, I think. And Cam Talbot's going to get an assist here. Wow. That's a really good play from Talbot. And Edvidson, I was wrong. That's at least 180 feet. Holy cow. I mean, how do you even feel bad? That's just a dart. Damn. Like, that's just a dart. From that far away? Really didn't need to do that. Could have been icing. There's another world where we're like, oh, that was a really silly play. Dead center. Like geez. Leafs, minute 30 to try to score 2 goals here. Matthews. Domi. Red Wings get out. Empty net again for the Leafs. Riley. A minute 11 to go. Tavares gains center. Red Wings clear it again. Is this going to go in again? This is icing. Minute 2 to go in the third period. Damn, man. Sedin Magic says, oh, well, they weren't going to win all 82. Still 62 seconds. I don't know what you're talking about. And Nick Waugh is on the ice with Jason Robertson, or Nick Robertson, Bobby McMahon, Matthias Michelli. Michelli wins it back. Ekman Larson. Michelli. Waugh. Robertson. Robertson. Around too hard for Michelli. OEL. Robertson and Waugh digging. 34 seconds. Starting to look not good. McKay, put it on! Waugh. Centered to no one. Detroit's going to clear it. Detroit might score. OEL prevents that at least. Robertson to Michelli. Robertson misses the bad angle. Detroit gets the second empty netter, and they'll double up the Leafs here, 6-3. And the Leafs' second game of the season, first road game of the season, is not a banner night at all. JT Compher. Yuck. Gee, what do you take away as a positive from this one? Ugh. Not a lot. The depth scoring, I guess. I don't give it to Austin a lot. Austin's going to get it in the LFR tonight. Yeah, the top 6 should get it, Drew. Like, you're not wrong. But, like, he was a baby on the power play goal for Detroit. That split second where he's like, it should have been a penalty. Well, then they score. Tavares gets punched in the face. You don't do anything. How many scoring chances did you have? 1? It's 6 shots. But, like, even, like, that toe drag, his toe drag that you usually see be so lethal is like dead center of the chest. His body language is 100% off. Totally agree. He had 6 shots. I mean, -1. Dakota Joshua and John Tavares -2. I mean, Riley didn't have a good game. that he sort of redeemed. Like no one, the blendered lines definitely screwed it up. I think my biggest criticism of the Leafs through 2 games is they have lost their fourth line center and their fourth line left wing, and somehow the whole house of cards has come down. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Drew, you're not wrong. Michelli, I like Michelli. I kind of like what I've seen out of him, but first line, no. No. The Leafs are in a position where they don't need to play Domi at center. They don't need it. Craig Berube's like, oh, well, we're down at center. So you don't need it. I don't know what you're doing. You have Blais and Cowan as your extras. Having Cowan as your extra and not playing him makes no sense whatsoever. I know people don't love David Kampf, but like your fourth line center's hurt. The solution's right there. The solution, the guy who's been an adequate, at least, fourth line center for several years was fine last year. I think going with the lines you had and inserting David Kampf where Scott Lawton should be is a better solution than putting Michelli on the first line, Domi at center. What are we doing? Because your fourth line center got hurt, everything falls apart? That's not how you build a roster. I don't understand that at all. Toronto does get another crack at Detroit in their next game. That would be nice. Thank you for the reminder, Owen. Nylander gave up multiple times. Yeah. You know what? Damn. Drew, you tell me, as the producer of LFR, is this too early to hammer him? So okay, so it's too early. What's fair? Like what is a fair level of going at them? Will Adam apologize next pod for Wings slander? No, because we're old enough to remember a time the Red Wings didn't care about winning the second game of the season. Anyway, what was that, Drew? 6.5 out of 10. First road game. Domi on line 1. I've seen enough of Michelli. Yeah. You know what I really didn't like about the blender, and Drew, you can tell me if you agree here. It felt like it took Tavares completely out of the game. He just became some random cog in the machine. Like, I liked his game tonight. There weren't a lot of players you could look at and be like, oh, they got it tonight. They're playing well. Tavares was like, he was buzzing. He was winning battles. He was hitting. I don't get it. Hey, Dangle, don't stop believing. Let's go Red Wings. You're not going to be there in April. I'm just Jack Eichel on pace for the Art Ross through 2 games with Mitch Marner. That's funny. That's funny. But doesn't Mitch have 2 points? Eichel has 6. Damn. Forget Art Ross. Like, guy might win the Hart. I mean, if he wins the Art Ross, got to imagine he's in contending for the the Hart. Been 10 seasons of it, plenty of time for slander. Yeah, I don't understand the pushback that we've gotten, that criticism of the Red Wings is like, it's okay to be like, no, 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 I think they're going to be better this year. It's really weird to be like, criticizing the Red Wings is ridiculous. You mean the Red Sabres? What are you talking about? They were incredible. Yeah. Then what? They've been a bottom 5 team in the league over the course of their drought. Why is that absurd? I don't understand that. The Red Sabres, bro, look what you are. That's not a good retort. The Leafs being the Leafs does not make the Red Wings good. Red Sabres is absurd. Show your work. No, it isn't. There, since we're just saying shit. On a rage scale of 1 to 10, I think 7.5 out of 8 is suitable. It's early, but sheesh. Why is it out of 8? 7.5 or 8. I was like, what a weird scale. Wings have been bad, but not Sabres bad. Not true. Not true. 3 cups in 27 years. I'm not talking about that. Since the drought began, which is what I said, they've been ass. No, that's not true. So Drew just said this: the Red Wings have had more balls in the lottery than the Sabres. They've been dead last more times. They just haven't had the luck. A lot of us witnessed 4 cups, blah, 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 blah. That's not. Was anyone paying attention? Listen, you deliberately misunderstanding what I said doesn't make you right. I'm just pointing that out. Congrats to Matthew Schaefer on his first NHL goal. Did he score? Yo, that kid looks good. That kid looks crazy. And the team looks terrible. Jesse goes, this is incredible. No, you know what's incredible, Jesse? The Detroit Red Wings. They're known for it. Also, the year is 2011. What are we doing? I don't get it. Oh, wonder if Osgood's going to fight Waugh again. That's right. That's a good point, Drew. Hey. They almost finished in the top 20 last year. I'm just looking at this. They finished a lot of scrolling. 18th. A couple years ago, which means they took a step backward last year. We're going to ignore that. 24th 3 years ago. In 2022, they finished a lot of scrolling. 25th. Still not getting where I'm wrong. 27th. No, still right. 2020. They were dead last. Okay, maybe 2019 will be better. It was 28th. That's better. Let's go to 2018. 27th. Okay. Let's go to 2017. There's 25th. Okay. Let's go to this pacing is funnier. I don't care. Where are they here? 15th! And in a playoff spot in 2016. I am so dramatic. I thought it was like 2014. 2016, they made the playoffs. Yeah, this is the 15-16. Oh, so this is 10 years. They made the playoffs with 93 points and a negative 13 goal differential. Can you feel that? Like, again, listen, they won tonight. The Red Wings were the better team tonight. That is not up for debate. It's not up for debate at all. They were better. They won because they were better and they deserve to win. But we've been talking about how not good they are. And what I've been frustrated with is the surprise at that. Bless you, Mr. Karak 1000. As a Wings fan, your criticism is completely warranted. They need to have a prove-it season. Dead for 9 years. Thank you. What? They've been either on the lower tier of mid or on the upper end of bad since the world stopped. They have some good pieces. They have some good rookies. That might be a recipe that gets them into the playoffs. I'm acknowledging that, but I just don't think so. Maybe. Like, there's lots of good teams in the East. It's tough. It's hard. My only frustration is SDPN's analysis of the Wings is it seemed like a lack of knowledge of the prospects. No. So here's what that is. And like, we do this to everyone. Like, we did this to the Leafs. We did this to the Habs a bit. We did this to the Sens a bit. Every fan base, every one of them overrates their prospects. All of them. And what I've been seeing with Detroit is, well, this guy and this guy and this guy. And I'm like, okay, but what are the odds that they all hit? Like, Finney's a great story. Unreal story. Anyway, that's all I'm saying. Yeah, like, the prospects need to play real games before, like, I'm sorry. You can forgive anyone for looking at Finney with a grain of salt. Like, this guy was a 7th round pick in 2023. He's up in the top line. Like, I've had a similar conversation with Nikita Grabenkin because Grabenkin's been playing high up on the Flyers. And I was looking at that and going, oh man, maybe the Leafs, they lost a good one there and I liked them. And people have pointed out to me, they're like, yeah, the Flyers suck. Like, oh, okay. So, like, you got to find, okay, how good is this prospect versus how ass is this team? You get a bunch of rookies get opportunities, usually not on teams that are good. You know what I mean? What do I think the expected goals were tonight? The Red Wings had to be like 5, and the Leafs, I'm going to say 2. 4.36 for Detroit. 1.9 for the Leafs. That was pretty close on the Leafs. Folks, yuck. I will not be back Saturday because we're going to be recording at the Rec Room live. If you want tickets, they're in the description. So instead of streaming Saturday, I will be streaming Thursday here on the SDPN YouTube channel when the Leafs play the Rangers. Steve is coping hard for avoiding talking about how the crap Leafs. Yes, I'm known for not talking about the Leafs and how bad they are. That's for sure. And as a Wings fan, you're more than fair. David, thank you. And I know. My friends, that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. Heather D says, sending virtual love and hugs. Thank you. It was needed after that loss.